Hi guys, good morning. How are you? Vladimir Ribakov here, and I record this video because I want to share with you one great conversation I've had with one of my students yesterday. And this conversation was about targets, realistic targets in trading. Now, this is a student I'm working with one-on-one a lot, and I help him to he's really doing well, but there is always something missing at some points which take him backwards from time to time. So he's very profitable, but there is a feeling that something is missing, and this something is the one I want to discuss about today: realistic targets. What am I talking about? I finished my own trading at the beginning of November. The reason is because I reached my annual goal. My annual goal stands on 50 to 100% annual on average. In September and October, I already crossed that. So, well, if it's a lot or too small, it's up to you to decide, and that's more than fine. Everyone could have his own or her own view, of course. Some will tell it's just 100% per year, it's nothing. Some will say, oh wow, that's so much, I want to. The bottom line, it's really up to you to decide. For some, 10% per year is huge money. For some, 100% per year is nothing in terms of money, right? So the percentage doesn't really play the role here. What does play the role here is what the percentage represents, how much money in reality you make. And for me, thanks God, because I'm trading a pretty large capital, between 50 to 100% per year. This is my average, where I stand for many years now. And I was talking to this student of mine, and he asked me, Vlad, why did you stop trading in November? You still have 2 months to go. And I was thinking about it very deep, you know. And the idea of trading is always about making money. No one cares about how many times you are right. No one cares about how many times you are wrong. No one cares about how well you analyze, or how well you choose your directions, or how sexy your system you use is. The bottom line in trading is making money, and you will make money if you act differently than the majority, because majority lose money, and I'm not the first one to tell you this truth, of course. By thinking different, I mean not only train yourself in terms of charts, because charting, and let's admit it, that's the easiest part in trading. 9-year-old kid could easily master charts and work on that so beautiful, better than myself. Charting is the easiest part. This is exactly the reason why everyone goes to charts, because charts is easy. It's an easy solution. Let's learn charts. Maybe the trading would be good. If it would be so simple, we all would be billionaires, and I wouldn't record this video for you. But the reality is different. Majority suffer from these psychological barriers, and instead of sticking to these psychological barriers and trying to understand why do we fail, why do we actually go and repeating our own mistakes, instead of that, everyone is just busy with running from system to system looking for the holy grail solution. And this is exactly why everyone continue to fail, because everyone continues to look for a holy grail. And it brings me back to the subject I wanted to discuss about the realistic targets. Now, what is a realistic target for you? And I want you to be very fair with yourself and with myself. Think about it. 10% per month will make you happy. 10% per year. Now, for most, 10% per month is nothing. 10% per week is nothing. And very unfortunately, 10% per day is nothing. And this is where everyone that starts the journey in trading world, and not necessarily forex, it could be anything, CFD, stocks, bonds, cryptocurrencies, everything, options, the unrealistic goals. We always want more, which is not wrong. We do want to make more and faster. We live in the very instant world. We want everything now and here. The only problem here is that in trading, it's zero-sum game, which means whatever you plan to profit, someone else needs to lose. Now think about it this way: if you start your account with $100, just for example, and you plan to make $1,000 per week, does that sound realistic to you? Do you understand that 10 other traders like yourself will have to lose $100 so you can make $1,000? Does that sound realistic to you? Now, the formula here is very simple. Whatever you are planning to earn, be ready to risk. And this is the real challenge, the survival challenge, I call it. Why? Because we all plan big in profits. That's the beauty of the marketing, right? And online, everything looks amazing. Everywhere it looks like everyone prints money, but the only place they print money is the central banks. Other traders, if you see results of 1 week or 2 weeks or 1 month, come on, that's a joke. So that's a good period, and that's all. That's what it is about. So realistic goal is something you must start with, and realistic goal is what you plan to make in profits, and this is exactly what you need to plan to make as a risk. So my question to you: if you plan to make 100% per day or per week or per month, are you ready to lose the same amount, the same percentage per day, week or month? If the answer is yes, nothing wrong with that, you are ready to gamble, go try that. Because yeah, when you gamble, you can fall on a good trading period and make tons of money. But just don't forget the reality. The chances are against you. The odds are against you. For you to turn $100 to $1,000, 10 other traders have to lose their $100. You understand that? And from you to make from $1,000, $100,000, 1,000 people have to lose $100. You understand, right? And or the vice versa, right? 100 people have to lose $1,000. So you have to remember these numbers before you dream big. And I have a very big tip for you guys: be realistic. Realistic is set yourself a goal, and when you reach it, stop. Why? Let me ask you this question: why do you trade? Or why do you dream to trade? Or why do you want so badly to trade? To leave your job, to make more money, to live your dream, to bring more to your families. Mainly for freedom. Well, I admit, this is exactly the reason why I trade. But you know what's freedom for me? Freedom for me is to make as much as I need. Not as much as I can or I dream or I want, as much as I need for my normal good life. I don't intend to be any multi-billionaire kid with a golden spoon in my mouth, having my A-jet and having my helicopters and my boats and my yachts, my everything. Come on. If that's your dream, no problem. No problem. Dream big, try to aim it, but just be realistic and remember that majority will lose. There is a good chance you will the same. But if you really want to make trading for a living and enjoy this income, think about it like a freedom. And freedom means trade as much as you need to make a good living. Okay, so when you reach your targets, stop. Enjoy your freedom. And this is exactly what I did. Now it's end of November, 29th today, and I'm very proud to say that I stopped trading in November. I have few positions only going for months, not for swing trading, for investments. 2 or 3 positions left, which I don't plan even to close this year, most likely the next year. Some of them are in cryptocurrencies, by the way. So a realistic goal is critical, And if you will manage to understand that, you will be able to do things different. You would be able to find your profitable way. And I have one last tip for you. And this tip you will never hear from anywhere else, because everyone else fill your mind with dreams. And I want to talk to you about reality. Now, you can see me. I'm sitting, you see me? I'm a very simple guy sitting in my car, just took my kids to kindergarten. Just about to start trading my day. Making my live trading room, because I stopped my own trading. So I'm going to do the live trading room in my Traders Academy club. Going to prepare the trading plan for my students, for my followers. And I want you to think about trading a bit different way, and this is where your success might begin from. Before you dream big, before you think about how I'm gonna leave my job and how I'm gonna stick to trading only, I will buy a beautiful house, big house, yacht, and I will fly everywhere in the world. Before you start to dream about that, go for a survival trading. What is a survival trading? Survival trading means learn to survive. Why? Because there are good periods in the market when everything you touch makes money. And there are bad periods in the market when everything you touch fails. The art of trading is not making money when everything goes well. In such situations, everyone is a king and you feel like a king. The real trading is what do you do and how do you perform in bad situations, when nothing goes as you want. And this is the survival mode. If you know to survive these periods, you will be able to make profits. And I have news for you. If you cannot survive with $100 and you cannot survive with $1,000, you would never be able to survive with $100,000 or $1 million and make all this money you dream about. Because in trading is exactly like in sport. First of all, make sure you know how not to lose. If you know how not to lose, you will know how to make money. You will know how to make your profits, and profits will follow, because you know how to run away from losses. Okay? And I want you to think about these two things very seriously, guys. It's good to dream, but there is a motto of my own which I follow, and I really suggest you to follow. Dream big, aim even bigger. But don't forget to wake up from this dream and pull your trigger. Trading is not printing a money machine like the Federal Reserve has. It's not a tree where you water and it grows you bills. Trading is freedom. Freedom to do it from wherever you want and as much as you need. And trading is one of the best things happened to me in my life. Trading could be one of the best things happen to you in your life. Trading could be fantastic or a disaster. It's up to you to decide on what part you want to be. So remember, my friend, realistic goals, patience, think out of the box, and survival mode. If you know to apply these things, you'll be very, very, very good, in a very good starting point. This is a journey, not a 100-meter sprint. Remember that. Ask yourself this question: if in 5 years I will be able to make good, stable income, I'm not talking about living even, just good, stable income, would you take it? And if in 10 years you would be able to make a living, would you take this option? The answer is 100% yes. But in reality is, after you close this video and you go back to your charts, 99.9% will simply forget my words, will simply forget the big picture and stick to the very, very bad habits. So my dear friend, dream big, aim bigger, but please wake up from this dream and pull your trigger. And I invite you to join me in the Traders Academy Club and see how real trading really goes. When to trade, when not to trade, and how to apply the survival mode for your maximum profits. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. If you agree with my words, I would be very thankful if you hit the like button. Share it with your friends who you think it can help to, and of course your feedback are very welcome. If there is a subject you want me to discuss about or develop further, please let me know, and I will do it with much more than a pleasure, simply because I'm coming from the same place like anyone that watched this video comes from. I know what it means to have hard time in trading. I know what it means to go through all these psychological issues. I know how it feels to lose, and I know what does it mean to be a full-time trader that makes a living. And I want to be able to share these emotional things with you, because as I said, charting is easiest part. Everyone can learn that. Everyone can learn that. To become successful trader, successful mindset, this is where the real challenge is. And I hope that my videos will help you. And if you enjoy that, please hit your like button and leave your feedback. It's very important for me to know what to bring you else in the future, and to know I can help. So once again, thank you for your time. Bye for now.